hear me, man? Don't be janking, man. You ain't got the bread, don't try to prank me, man. Back in the days, I was riding on them twanky things. Ice on my neck and my wrist with a blanket ring. I stay dripping, man, like a bad drain. Louis Fendi, Gucci, Louis, do you hear me, man? Protected like the Pope, I'm saying this sincerely, man. You run up, you gon' get hurt severely, man.
closed and my heart open, just to get this off my chest. It left my heart broken, seeing how goofies a move for the green, saying we on the same team, but what do that mean? Why build a bridge just to watch set it ablaze? Don't get me heated, ain't no way to control the inferno. Feel a spirit of prodigy, I've been keeping it thorough. I'd rather do it by my lonely than fake with the pack. And if you can't stay down, then stay where you at. I feel like we the new standard. I'm going over the matters from information I gathered. I'm finding the answers. I've been reading over the chapters, they doctoring up the numbers, forging all of their data. My godly values, speak at high volumes without ever having to be the loudest in the room. I move like a commander in the military. You ain't even qualified, get past the preliminaries. Separate a war winners from a war presenters. I seen some evil done, I'm still shaking off the jitters. I'm coming with the thunder, yeah, I'm going Thor with the hammer. Was counting 6, 7, 8s before I lived in Atlanta. It's my heart that make me different. This link is apocalyptic, me and out, moving pure than our division. I'm tired of acting like this ain't watered down for real. 9 to 5 and you can't relate to this type of feel, nah. Gave you boys a break, now y'all gotta deal with me. I try to give them the game, they ain't keep it real with me. I had homies out supposed to come up and get rich with me. I had some shorties out supposed to stay down and had kids with me. Long story, it's a lot. Now my circle's so small that it's closer to a dot. They thought I was repping Grape Street. I'm turning up the watts while I'm beating up the beat.
Right now I'm speaking with my chest out to prevent from getting stressed out. Lamborghini got the breast out. I'm working with a different type of textile. Everything simple, Janet in a projectile. I'm not a vegan, I'm a reptile. My appetite for destruction is very trifling, no ciphering. Don't go to clubs if I can't sneak a. Got paper in circulation, we keep it cycling, spinning. We don't do collaboration, it's a business merger. Cut a pie, split a burger, and make it stretch like a fitness worker. I'm on my for certain. On stage checking the mic behind a custom Dr. Romanelli curtain. I'll give you extra cuts like a deluxe version. Couple stripes when I'm finished, you need a cut surgeon. Hits drumming, got the truck swerving. Meetings with a tuck shirt in. You can never put enough work in. I put a couple 100K hours in. Days without showering. No face to put a flower in. No paper to put the. Still no way I'ma throw the towel in. Me and HB standing 5'7" and still looking down on bums and towering.
Never heard it like this. Back to back, beat for beat, hey. Bring it back. I gave you boys a break, now y'all gotta deal with me. I try to give them the game, they ain't keep it real with me. I had homies out supposed to come up and get rich with me. I had some shorties out supposed to stay down and had kids with me. Long story, it's a lot. Now my circle's so small that it's closer to a dot. They thought I was repping Grape Street. I'm turning up the watts, beating up the beat, yeah.
Man, I got this right. My energy, my bag. You know I'm fucking dead. But man, I got this swag. Man, I got this swag. My energy, my bag. You know I'm fucking dead. But man, I swag when I serve. Now I be surfing swag. I'm on hypnotic. Big polo on my body. Got a bag girl beside me. And a friend right behind me. And I'm swag. I'm surf. I'm swag. I'm surf. I'm swag. I'm surf. I'm feeling like this detergent. No, by the zone. Yeah, strong. And you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm surf. I'm swag. I'm surf. I'm swag. I'm surf. I'm feeling like a house. All off in the club with a pocket full of bags. Big stupid friends like
EA Sports.
Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
A nice season individually last year, fourth straight year with over 4,400 yards passing. But the team missed the playoffs for the first time since 2022. He and the Lions expecting redemption this season.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Pass incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Goff now looks to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Absolutely one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Just check the record. Unfortunately, the Ravens didn't win their division last year because Lamar Jackson was battling injury. Only 13 starts and just 2 rushing touchdowns. Let's expect to see him back in form this season.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
34-yard line.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
You could really see him work those progressions after the defense took away his first option. And that's easier said than done, especially when you aren't in the flow of the game yet. That's the kind of decision-making they're going to need all game long.
Now it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So on 4th down, the Ravens send Ryan Eckley out to punt. On the return is Williams. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Lions will take over. The Lions go back to work as you get a peek at their offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing. He is as intense and as focused as you'll find in this business, and all eyes, including his, are on what is to come in this next possession. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Goff now to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
After the run, Goff going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he's got this down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Detroit Lions, first down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Goff now looking to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Henry up the middle. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. First and goal from the 6. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's him. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Nifty move. And it's a pretty good one. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Well, they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's Goff. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw, Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That is a big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. Halftime here on. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out come the Ravens as you see their offensive coordinator, Declan Doyle. His guys are out in front, and they'll try to work on trying to find some ways to extend this lead. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Jackson. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. A nice little juke. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. The tight end in motion right. From the gun, it's Jackson. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun handoff to Henry. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
Complete to Mark Andrews. A gain of 12.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Jackson now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Jackson to throw. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now gone. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. His position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, you know, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Goff now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 6. That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Goff now to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Now Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Here we go. This is 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
No, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Detroit.
with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. And he will be stopped at the 25-yard line, so that's where this opening drive of the game will begin. The motion man is Nakua. Play fake to Montgomery. And Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing on second down. Stroud under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Jeffrey Simmons in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, fourth down, Texans going to send out their new man for 2026. Ty Kruger is the punter, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield. Cam Ward brings the Titans out. Season 2, he was the #1 overall pick in 2025 and started all 17 games for Tennessee a season ago.
You know, I think you look back a season ago, Mike, and it's easy to say, okay, former #1 overall pick, a lot of expectations, but remember, he joined a roster in an organization that frankly just wasn't close to competing. So now they bring in Robert Saleh, a new voice, a new guy in front of the room to kind of propel this organization forward. They believe that Cam Ward is the future of the quarterback. So you get your quarterback right, you get your head coach hire right. Those are two pretty good places to start.
Second and a yard at the Texans' 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and 1. On play action, it's Ward. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. Third down coming up.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
They'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chain.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll go back to Pollard on first down. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
Out of the gun, Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing on third down, Ward. He'll find Case. That's complete. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Titan first down.
Jamar Chase, Mike, when you look across the league, not only clearly one of the best wide receivers, I think for what it's worth, he's one of the best all-around players in the entire league. And what was a difficult season just a year ago for Cincinnati, the injury to Joe Burrow, some of the lineup changes, didn't really matter who was behind center. Jamar Chase continues to be one of the top receivers in all football.
And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. That's the former Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson. Getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down. Shotgun snap for Wolf. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
24 yards.
They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. They'll run here. It's Pollard. And he will get into the end zone. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Titans.
There's a lot of guys on those sidelines, Mike, that don't like days like this. They don't love the snow, the bad footing, right? The kickers, the quarterbacks, the guys that handle the ball. But you know who does love it? All the linemen. I mean, it's a sloppy game. They're not hot. They're falling on the ground. I mean, this is like a kid in a candy store watching the big men work in short sleeves in the snow and battle all game long.
Slides at the point, up and good. And the Titans will take a 7-0 lead. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Titans out to the early lead. We're back in Music City after this.
Joey
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own
Out come the Texans. You get a look at Nick Cowley, their offensive coordinator. Nick, season 2 as an OC, coaching stints in New England, then LA with the Rams under Sean McVay there. Snow has started to fall ahead of this drop. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end, Schultz.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Stroud to throw here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Montgomery, first down, still going. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A gain of
15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Texans first down. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down.
The Texans desperately needed to improve this run game from a year ago. They went out, they made a splash. They traded for David Montgomery, one of the best power backs in all of football. So I think he's got the grit, the toughness, a lot of the qualities that the Texans are looking for.
They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. In motion now, it's Collins. And they will get another play off. We have reached the 2-minute warning. We're back to Nashville in a moment. On first and 10, it's Montgomery. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Montgomery, and this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Stroud. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Throwing here on third and goal. They're called in at the 2. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
It's now 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try it now with Montgomery. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
It's a turnover on
And what
down.
a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
The Titans head back out on offense, and you get a look at Brian Daboll, their offensive coordinator. Daboll, many of you remember, the head man with the Giants for 4 years, and he was let go in the back half of the 2025 season. Signed on with the Titans to head up the offense under Robert Saleh. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
That is caught left side by Hill. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
On 1st and 10, Ward. That's caught once again by Howard.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just 1 touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Just that 1 touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. This fielded at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he'll take this to about the 28. Patrick Surtain takes the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
In motion, it's Robinson. From the gun, here's Ward. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down for Tennessee.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
You know, Mike, I think it's easy to forget. I think we need to give Tony Pollard just a little bit more credit and recognition. I mean, last year, over 1,000 yards rushing, the 4th straight season, and I think he gets overshadowed by some of the big backs around the league. And, you know, not the flashiest guy, but, man, he's a good one.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Ward. To the sideline, it is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. They're going to take over now at their own 34-yard line.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. The first catch for last season's NFL reception leader. And it yields the first down.
And this is what Puka does. And you know, Mike, during his rookie season, I feel like he surprised a lot of defenses, but by now, they kind of know what to expect, and they still can't stop it. He might be one of the best all-round receivers in the entire league.
And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Myles Garrett able to bring him down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. In motion, it's Jefferson. A second down throw for Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Stroud going to set up the throw. Pressure all around him, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in the these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Texans getting all set to punt as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. As the Titans head back out on offense, you get a look there at Matt Burke. He's the defensive coordinator for Houston. Matt joined the Texans along with D'Amico Ryans in 2023. Now his 4th year as the coordinator of this Houston defense. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. In motion, that's the tight end, Granson. 1st and 10, and they give it to Pollard. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Throw across his body is complete. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Third and inches. In motion, it's Robinson. Big play to begin this 4th quarter. They run on 3rd down. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Footing treacherous here, but this kicks away. Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On play action. Stroud to the left side and caught by Schultz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and
Out breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Now whistles here and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front.
Still 2nd down.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Here's Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It'll be interesting to see how they handle this situation. Do they try to slow play this and try to score without giving the ball back? Or do they try to strike as quickly as possible? So first things first, they got to convert this third down.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Now Pollard, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They bring Chase in motion. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
On the give, it's Pollard. And the drive will continue. Good run down to the 44. And a 1st down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Long story, it's a lot. Now my circle's so small that it's closer to a dot. They thought I was repping Grape Street. I'm turning up the watch. Speeding up the...
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Drop play. Here comes Pollard. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead. But you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
And the room to run is not there again. He is brought down for another loss.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd down, here's Pollard. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
At the 17-yard
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Here we go on fourth with Ward. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
As the Texans go back out on offense, we give you a look at the man on the opposite side, the Titans' defensive coordinator, Gus Bradley. Gus has been around, former head coach with the Jaguars 2013 through 2016, stops as the defensive coordinator in Seattle, LA with the Chargers, in Vegas, in Indy, and now he lands in Tennessee. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. The open man is Nakua.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here comes 2nd down. Schultz, the motion man. On 2nd down, Stroud. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the Titans. They get it done. An old school, hard-fought game, one in the trenches in the driving snow. Not a lot of points, not a lot of big plays, but they did just enough to get out of here with a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans winners here in Music City as we say so long from Nashville.